Hello, this is the Orion broadcast. This video serves as the 5th installment to my SuperGodzilla12 Inquiry series. My purpose here is twofold: to provide critical updates on my ongoing investigation and to formally establish my non-negotiable evidentiary standards. Furthermore, I'm explicitly outlining the defensive tactics from SuperGodzilla12, aka SG12, Playground Hollywood, or Matthew Pollard, and his associates that I will no longer entertain. To contextualize the scope of this inquiry, I'm documenting the full history of this feud. Throughout my online presence, I've operated under various identifiers, including Rodberry Fan, The Next Carl Sagan, Orion 2 Carl Sagan, Rational Orion, and Sagan Fan 1983. My direct correspondence with SuperGodzilla12 in 2017 and Q1 2018 occurred while I was operating as Sagan Fan 1983 and he was operating under his real name of Matthew Pollard and acknowledging his previous branding as SuperGodzilla12 and Playground Hollywood. These historical facts are essential to understanding the evolution of this conflict, my specific accusation limits, and the countermeasures required to address SuperGodzilla12's ongoing tactics. Let's establish the ground rules right now, dead cold, with zero exceptions. From this point forward, in any inquiry I conduct, we operate under a strict non-negotiable standard. All allegations, charges, and conclusions stop cold the exact moment the physical receipts and their embedded clues run out. If an accusation isn't backed by tangible documentation, time-stamped artifacts, or direct clues within a verified file, it is dismissed or left under presumption of innocence. We do not run on rumor, we do not run on emotional noise, and we do not chase unverified third-party gossip. To show you exactly how this methodology works in practice, let's look at two specific examples from my archive. One where an extreme claim is thrown out entirely, and one where a charge is firmly locked in because the physical artifact demands it. Let's look at my first acquittal. I am formally acquitting SuperGodzilla12 of nebJon's extreme allegation that he allegedly tried to kill his own parents over liking The Lion King on December 31st, 2011, or that there was a Skype call about it up from January 1st until February 23rd, 2012. Why am I throwing this out? Because it fails every test of behavioral reality and basic consequence. First, an act of that magnitude would have landed anyone in federal prison immediately. There is no quiet disappearance for a crime like that. Second, and crucially, my own memory confirms that SG12 maintained friendly social associations with individuals like John Man 418, who openly liked The Lion King. Human beings do not maintain friendly ties with people who embrace a specific piece of media while simultaneously attempting to murder their own family members over it. Because the claim contradicts known social dynamics and completely lacks a foundation of physical proof, it is dismissed. The evidence doesn't support it, so the charge is cleared. Now let's look at the opposite side of the coin, a charge that is sustained because a concrete physical receipt provides the necessary clues. I'm charging SuperGodzilla12 with orchestrating the massive fall 2013 dogpile against me months after he supposedly retired his initial 2009 to 2013 SuperGodzilla12 phase. Why do I hold him to this?
Wait, why is he telling him this? He had him going for so long, he's just begging to lose this.
Because of a specific receipt preserved in my archive. A stolen video upload hosted under the SuperGodzilla12 Returns username, featuring SG12's custom Godzilla avatar, with a title bar explicitly referencing my handles Rodberry Fan and the Orion broadcast. That single title bar acts as a direct evidentiary bridge. It provides the exact clue needed to confirm his involvement in coordinating that specific over 50 video campaign during that specific less than 3-month timeline in the fall of 2013. It moves the conclusion out of the realm of mere suspicion and locks it into hard, verifiable data. And that brings us right back to our foundational rule. Even though that receipt gives us deep insight into SuperGodzilla12's actions in late 2013, my charges stop dead cold right there. When subsequent years of later uploads, like his December 2nd, 2022 re-upload, lack active, contemporaneous proof of his involvement in ongoing harassment, or when we look at unaddressed rumors like alleged swatting attempts or threats where no direct clues exist, I do not stretch my conclusions forward. We follow the evidence as far as it reaches, and the second the receipts and clues run out, the investigation stops. No speculation, no overreach, just the record. This message is directed solely and explicitly to DeviantArt user nebJon. We need to clear the air right now regarding how information is handled in this inquiry. You have previously linked certain videos to me, such as linking Blackbuster Critics' 2 videos regarding SuperGodzilla12 and pointing out how SuperGodzilla12 stole the YTP video he weaponized against me in December 2022 to prove specific points. While those breadcrumbs were noted, we are done relying on secondhand links and conversational pointing. From this moment forward, if you intend to bring any further allegations against SuperGodzilla12, you must start providing actual, verifiable receipts originating directly from SuperGodzilla12 or his close associates and inner circle. If you want your claims to hold any weight under my strict evidentiary rules, you need to arm yourself with the right tools to capture the record yourself. nebJon, I expect you to download and utilize dedicated documentation software. Number 1, PC screen capture for preserving visual proof, timestamps, and interface details. Number 2, any video converter or equivalent reliable video downloading software to pull, secure, and archive videos directly off YouTube before they can be scrubbed or altered. And number 3, reliable audio downloading tools to ensure every spoken word, clip, or soundbite is securely saved on your own files. No more vague assertions, no more relying on others to do the heavy lifting or hoping a link stays active. If you have an allegation to make, you will bring me hard receipts originating directly from the source. If you don't have the files, the screenshots, or the downloads to back it up, the charges stop dead cold. Throughout this investigation, I've encountered a predictable pattern of diversionary tactics designed to derail accountability. Let the record show that these are not valid defenses. They are recognized anti-forensic maneuvers used to obstruct the truth. When confronted with evidence-backed allegations, including those concerning harassment or criminal conduct, the "I'm too busy" claim constitutes a procedural failure. In an audit, time is a component of evidence. A subject who prioritizes their schedule over clearing their name from severe allegations signals an intent to delay, allowing evidence to be purged or narratives to be reset. This is not a justification, it is an evasion. The claim that a subject will never return to YouTube is an invalid defense against historical accountability. Allegations regarding past conduct do not vanish simply because a channel is abandoned. This is a tactical retreat intended to render further forensic inquiry moot. My archive does not operate on the subject's visibility. It operates on the subject's record. When a subject claims to not remember documented evidence, I categorize this as a selective memory tactic. Whether the subject is experiencing genuine cognitive impairment or is deploying a convenient defense is irrelevant to the audit. My findings are built upon documented artifacts, timestamps, and verifiable digital history, not the convenience of the subject's recollection. In February and March 2018, when I contacted SuperGodzilla12 directly seeking an apology for the harm he inflicted, he employed a memory fog defense, claiming that I seemed to remember things better than he did. He attempted to downplay his punitive, mean-spirited jokes against the Lion King, which were clear points of contention, and framed his orchestration of harassment as mere frustration. He pointedly ignored the reality of his ad hominem attacks and his explicit quest for the eradication of things he hated. At the time, I fell for this tactic. I will not do so again. I am actively monitoring for the superiority ploy, an attempt to claim moral or intellectual standing to invalidate the inquiry. And DARVO, deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. When these tactics are deployed, the objective is to shame the investigator into silence. My policy remains firm. I do not engage with the obfuscation of evidence. These tactics, whether deployed in comments or video responses, are recognized as bad faith interference. You are not granted the luxury of forgetting documented facts or allegations. You are not granted the luxury of busyness while I reconstruct the record of your conduct. Any attempt to utilize these tactics to avoid the mandatory identity verification protocol will be interpreted as a forfeiture of your right to engage. The three-strike system is active, and the forensic record is complete. An innocent party responds to serious allegations with prompt, vehemence, and total transparency. The behavior exhibited by SuperGodzilla12 and the associated SG12 throwaway persona stands in direct opposition to this, demonstrating the patterns of a party attempting to evade accountability for alleged or documented transgressions. While my upcoming SuperGodzilla12 Inquiry video focuses on my mandatory identity verification protocol, I've unblocked SG12 throwaway and cleared his 3 strikes. However, my receipts remain fully active to document the exact admissions they must answer for. To ensure absolute clarity, I quote my mandatory verification challenge directly. To SG12 throwaway or anyone else claiming to be SuperGodzilla12, I say the following. You are presenting as SuperGodzilla12. Before we proceed, you must verify your identity. If you are the original SuperGodzilla12, provide a specific, non-public detail or a verifiable action that differentiates you from any imposters who may occupy the handle since the spring 2013 deletion of the original 2009 to 2013 SuperGodzilla12 channel. If you are an imposter, please state your objective immediately. I do not engage with identity swapping tactics or role-playing scenarios. Are you prepared to verify your claims, or are you acting as a proxy? SG12 throwaway is only permitted to comment under one strict condition. They must respond directly to the substance of the quoted aforementioned admission comment. This requirement ensures that anyone claiming to be SuperGodzilla12, following their conflicting statements across the first 2 June 2026 comments versus their 3rd June 2026 comment claiming to be an imposter, is held to a verifiable standard of truth. I have laid down unambiguous lines regarding bad faith evasion tactics, establishing that neither SuperGodzilla12 nor the commentary community has any right to police my response or dismiss the harm caused. I addressed the individual who initially posed as SuperGodzilla12 before claiming to be an impersonator, establishing a clear standard of accountability. SuperGodzilla12 directed individuals to target me, evidenced by his April 2012 so-called final word rant, in which he talked about archiving my videos and the explicit mention of the Orion Broadcast username in the title bar of his December 2nd, 2022 stolen upload. His April 2013 so-called retirement from the original SuperGodzilla12 persona functioned as a tactical withdrawal to orchestrate the fall 2013 dogpile, further tied to him via the Orion Broadcast title bar reference on a stolen video. He operated as the primary ringleader behind the over 50 video harassment from the digital shadows in late 2013. His Q1 2018 email apologies were insincere evasions characterized by manufactured memory fog, entirely unmasked by his subsequent retaliatory actions on the SuperGodzilla12 Returns channel in December 2022. His persistent animosity is empirically proven by things like a short-lived, weaponized, stolen re-upload designed to target me. SuperGodzilla12 stole the Spingebill Trips on LSD video from YouTube user Barney is Perverted, as verified by the Barney is Perverted archive re-upload. Historical comment dates like about June 25th, 2011, and independent verification of serial re-uploads. This concludes the presentation of my confirmed accusations alongside the selective third-party claims backed by verifiable evidence. Here I slam the brakes on any charges where hard receipts and clues run out. From this point forward, I will only advance or accept allegations against SuperGodzilla12 if they are substantiated by my own memory or authentic receipts originating directly from SuperGodzilla12, his close associates, or his inner circle. Third-party hearsay is strictly forbidden.